Inspiration for the Mana Pass. Here is the Mana Black Himalayan. Wow, wow. So that's the Himalayan. Hello everyone. Good morning. Warm welcome to all of you to the Royal Enfield presentation today. Thank you very much for taking out time. I'm Govindarajan, CEO of Royal Enfield and the Managing Director of Eicma Motors, the parent company of Royal Enfield. Every year, it's always a privilege to be here with all you people. Every year, we get excited when we are here at Eicma to talk about our journey, our inspirations, our products, our campaigns, everything. But this year, it's even more interesting and very exciting for all of us as Royal Enfield is entering into its 125th year of its journey. During this 125 years, Royal Enfield has faced a lot of challenges, some defining moments, but yet it stood all the storms and to be longest motorcycling in the world in continuous production. Today, before I start the entire presentation of what we have in store, to talk about the entire 125-year journey, and there is a man who actually led it from the front to take the Royal Enfield to be the truly, truly global motorcycling company. I'm going to invite Mr. Siddhartha Lal, Executive Chairman of Eicma Motors, to talk to us about the full journey and what we have in store for future. Siddhartha Lal.
Thanks, Govind. I haven't been around for the entire 125 years, but but thank you all for coming for what's obviously for us very, very important moment, our 125th anniversary, and we're celebrating it with all of you today, and we have some very nice motorcycles, which is what we normally do, and for you. Our history has had a lot of ups and downs. You know, we've had near-death experiences many times, and in the last 125 years, but what's connected us always is our philosophy of pure motorcycling. And you're going to see that around the stall today, the idea of pure motorcycling that's held consistent for the last 125 years. And you know, sometimes even though we are the longest motorcycle manufacturer or the oldest motorcycle manufacturer in continuous production for 125 years, it feels like we're just getting started, right? And so for the 125th, we have a new crest, which you're going to see right here. It's going to pop up in a minute. There you go, with the Ashoka Chakra to start. And what's very telling is that 25 years ago, when Royal Enfield turned 100, both Govind there and me, we were around at Royal Enfield in Chennai, and we didn't celebrate our 100th anniversary. We had no time to do that. We were in deep despair. We were in doldrums. We had, you know, we were fighting for survival, fighting for our lives. Not us, but the motorcycle company. And literally, we had no time to celebrate it. And it's, but even at that time, we had a single beacon of hope. There were a few people who loved our motorcycles. There were a few people who bought a Royal Enfield. You know, it had problems, it had issues, we didn't have distribution, none of that, but very good stuff. But they loved our motorcycles. And that's what was our beacon always. That gave us hope, that gave us, you know, and we used to ride, both Govind and me, and enjoy it thoroughly. And that's when we decided that, you know, as Royal Enfield, our ambitions are actually going to be modest. Even though we've done so well, our ambitions were always modest. We said, we don't want to be the biggest motorcycle company in the world. We just want to survive, actually. We don't have the fastest motorcycles. We don't want to have the widest range of motorcycles. But what we want to do is make fun, everyday, beautiful, gorgeous motorcycles. And it can't be that tough, right? And what we saw in the world around us, and this is the most important thing, what we saw in the world at that time, 25 years ago, some of you, or a lot of you were there, was in emerging markets, there was relatively bland 100cc motorcycles that ruled the markets. And when we came here, we came to Eicma, well, Intermot in those days, or whatever it was called. And of course, rode around. We saw beautiful, gorgeous European, American motorcycles, but they were really big and really expensive and not attainable for most people around the world. So that's when things clicked for us, because we were riding, we understood that we need to find, or how tough can it be to make gorgeous motorcycles that you can use on an everyday basis, right? And you can travel, you can have adventure, but your commute to work also becomes much nicer and more enjoyable. And that's what we took out, that we want to create the mid-size motorcycle space, which was entirely underserved at the time in and around the world. But of course, we had to start with India because that was our base, that's what we understood, that's what we knew. And that's what we grew, and that's what we've done for the last, 25 years. We've grown that market. It was the first 10 years were tough. We grew from 20,000, less than 20,000 units. In 2010, we were 50,000 units. And then we hit an inflection. We just hit an absolute inflection. And in the last 15 years, from 50,000 units, we hit 1 million units last year in Royal Enfield. We made and sold 1 million motorcycles. Okay, thank you. We had to, yeah. And this year, in fact, we're growing at over 20% clip, right? So this is going to go up much further. And of course, most of that has come from India, because that's where we were focused. That's where we grew the market from nothing to what it is now. And but now, since 2015, when we launched our twins, our Interceptor Continental GT, we focused a lot internationally. And even outside of India, we've now, last year, out of these 1 million motorcycles, 100,000 motorcycles were outside of India. So in countries all over the world, our biggest now is Brazil, which is notoriously difficult, as a lot of you know, to get into that market with some big competitors looming. But we've managed to make good breakthroughs there and do really well. And this was because we had a single mission, right? All throughout these 25 years. We had one mission, which was to create this mid-size motorcycle space with beautiful, gorgeous motorcycles that are fun at everyday motorcycling. And really what's happened is that it's a result of all of this from a single motorcycle, the Bullet. We were known as the Bullet company in India. From that, we've come to 14 lovely motorcycles, and you're going to see a 15th and 16th today, out of 4 platforms here, 4 engine platforms. So that's a full range. It's a modest range, but it's a gorgeous range, and it does the job for us. They're all mid-sized bikes, and yeah, we're very excited about this, and we're very excited about what the future holds for us. Of course, as we look into the future, you're going to see more motorcycles, because that's what we do. We make motorcycles. But it's not just that. We're going to continue to have more and more epic rides like we do, in the Himalayas, around the world, different epic rides. We're going to do that. And we're going to continue to be attentive to motorcyclers, to riders' needs, as we've always been, because we're a company of riding enthusiasts, and that's what we do. And we're going to build amazing things so that you and all our customers have outstanding pure motorcycling experiences. So today at Eicma, what we have for you, behind you, what we have is a Project Origin, which you can see there. It's the replica of the first motorcycle that Royal Enfield ever built in 1901. So that's back there for you. But what we have next to it is the electric Himalayan test bed. So that's the electric motorcycle that we've been riding up in the Himalayas. We've made, a couple of dozen of those now, so 15, 20, more than that. And we've been testing them. It's become our test bed. It's become something that we've got customers to ride them. We don't sell them, and we don't intend to, but we've got customers riding them. We've got media, we've got ourselves, of course, we write them up. But just to learn and imbibe electric and imbibe what electric motorcycles mean. And there's some very interesting aspects of electric motorcycles which are coming out. But our first manifestation of electric, which is going to hit the roads early next year, is our Flying Flea. We showed you last year, the first time at Eicma, our Flying Flea C6, which we call as the direct descendants from the 1940s Flying Flea that we had. So that's also on display behind here. But what we also have today is the Flying Flea's new sibling, which you're also going to see. So, be prepared for that. I'm going to leave that up to Govind to do that. And yeah, that's Flying Flea, our city plus electric mobility brand that we're absolutely excited about. What we also have is this lovely artwork here, which you see, which is celebrating the past in the wood, the present in the metal, and the future of Royal Enfield back here with you. And we have this gorgeous, what's it called? Timeline? No, there's a better... Family tree, thank you. We've got this gorgeous family tree back there of Royal Enfield bikes from the ages, from 1901 till current. So please have a look at that as well. And what we also have for you is a lovely film about our history and our 125 years. So here's the film. Thank you all very much.
Still made like a gun. Yo, it started in 1901, 125 years, still made like a gun. First motor bicycle hit the street. Royal Enfield can accept defeat. World at war, still breaking ground. Fresh in the cap, wanna feel the town. Milk free metal bone rings on wheels. Setting new records, breaking on seals. World War II, time to fly. Parachute Flea jumping from the sky. Bikes in the front, troops behind. Rolling with thunder, fearless mind. Rolling on a 32 shocking all. 48 loop palm standing tall. Johnny Britain, Scottish trials. Winning the roughest, breaking miles. 55 we make India proud. Bullet buried door in the ground. Our swing soldiers comes alive. Royal Enfield forever shine. Swinging 60s, let it loose. Interceptor, GT, juicy juice. 70s export, bullets in the breeze. Riding the Europe, bringing them to the knees. 90s rise, Eicma in the frame. Himalayan Odyssey, changing the game. Free riders chasing Himalayan gold. Royal and untamed, stories retold. New millennium, we bring it back. UCN is styling on the track. Tesla returns, future with grip. Himalayan 411 living adventure trip. Flying Flea electric, dropping from above. Celebrating legacy, power and love. Victory's moving, the tribe is bright. A million bikes ready to ignite. 2017, twins unleashed in the September GT. Global flip started in 1901. 125 years, still made like a gun. Started in 1901. The trip started in 1901. 125 years, still made like a gun.
That's the 125 years in a short film for you people. Today actually as a company, when Siddharth was talking about 25 years back, we were making only 50,000. We were not very sure, not even 50,000. It was a very low number. We are not sure. But for sure, we were been smoking at most 25 cigarettes a day and trying to figure out what is that we can do in this company. And today, as a global motorcycling company, we have almost presence in 65 plus countries. We have 7 CKD plants outside, 3 world-class manufacturing facilities. All those things have come over the period of time. That's why we are doing 1 million plus motorcycles. In presentation of today, we have a lot more new motorcycles which we wanted to launch. There are a lot of cool things which are happening in our custom world, in an apparel world. We have a shotgun 650, which is actually inspired by custom for custom. We have collaborated with Roughcraft, and the motorcycle is out there in that place. And it's a limited edition, 100 numbers. Everything with the serial numbered. It will be available from February 2026 onwards. Wait for the drop. There is a list of apparel which we have been working on. Pure motorcycling is beyond motorcycles. There is a beautiful collections which our team has come out with the apparels. So we'll just show you a film. See certified riding gears to lifestyle apparels with a lot of care, passion, which we do in the apparels. Now to come to the motorcycles. So it will not be complete to celebrate the 125 years if in case you don't actually pay tribute to the classic, which is most loved motorcycle. Our people came back, our team said that we will do a very different thing in this new motorcycles. So we came out with an hypershift paint, which you will see it at a different angle and different color combinations, you will see that. So I'll request now Siddharth to come on stage to unveil the 125th year special edition Classic 650. Hopefully this. So stay there.
It's very shiny.
You can see this various angles. It'll have a different color combinations. Our team has come out for us with the beautiful this golden pinstripes, just to speed up the whole thing. So, thank you, Siddharth. So, for the adventure tourists, we also have the Mana Black, which is out there. Before I unveil this with my team, we'll show you a video of the Mana Black. The Himalayan on the Sherpa 450 engine platform with inspiration from the formidable high altitude motorcycle which got that inspiration for the Mana Pass. Here is the Mana Black Himalayan. Wow, wow. So that's the Himalayan. We also had a very interesting collaboration with the Royal Albert Hall. We have done a musical composition, and to celebrate a particular product, I want you to guess what it is. Can I have the musical album there, please? So that's the bullet. The 125 year will not be completed if you don't pay the tribute to the motorcycle bullet, which is loved by generations. I'll now request Siddhartha Lal to come on stage to unveil the Bullet 650. Thank you. Yeah, that's the new motorcycles. You'll also see two crates out there. You'll be thinking, what is that when you walk around? We as riders, we tend to keep looking at various concepts, keep trying different things, and push the envelope of the motorcycling. And these are all two different concepts which we have been working on. It's out there, please check. We will come back and talk about these motorcycles in the next Eicma. Till then, please wait, it'll be very interesting. But we were also riding these motorcycles, and some of you would have seen, along with, as Siddharth was mentioning, the LXG electric test bed, which is out there. We were trying to learn more about the electric, to distill the whole learning back into the Flying Flea, our City Plus electric motorcycles. To talk about that, and now I'm going to request Matt to come on stage and talk on what is this LXG, what is that we have learned, what we are doing it on Flying Flea, and what is it in store for future, which is out here, the new Flying Flea, what is that? Over to you, Matt.
Thank you so much, PR. I am so excited to be here to talk to you about the rolling test bed that is our electric Himalayan test bed. We've learned so much about this motorcycle we've learned so much about electric mobility with this motorcycle, but just a few of the key points. First is range. So while range is largely driven by hardware, it's not just the hardware, it's confidence in that range number. So to get that confidence, you need software. So the team has developed a machine learning algorithm that collects and analyzes the data to give you the most accurate range number that you can have, even as the entire terrain is shifting and changing. We've also learned and developed our ride mode calibration and algorithms. So what we wanted to do is bring ride modes that are efficient, that are visceral, that are predictable, and that each distinct ride mode feels like a Royal Enfield. That's extremely important to us. The team is constantly learning through the electric Himalayan testbed, as well as our other electric motorcycles that we're riding. These form a key part of the formula that make the Flying Flea motorcycles so exciting to ride. So last year, as BGR talked about, we were here and we unveiled the Flying Flea C6. Since then, the team has been extremely busy to bring that new City Plus electric mobility to life. This new chapter for us is a paradigm shift. So not only have they been working hard to bring that motorcycle to life, they've also been working hard bringing the motorcycle to riders, to thought leaders in cities across the world, from Paris to Mumbai, from New York to London, and many more. This new philosophy is deeply rooted in lightness, sophistication, and cutting-edge technology, with a mission to create a City Plus electric mobility experience. So what does City Plus mean? City is what we know. It's about getting in and around the city. The plus is where the real value comes from. The plus could mean living just outside of the city. It could mean finding something beautiful around the city, or it could mean finding a beautiful off-road area to ride in just outside the city. So while the C6 was visually inspired by the original Flying Flea, what we're bringing to you today, the Flying Flea S6, is the spiritual, or it has the spiritual essence of that original Flying Flea. It's light, yet tough. It's easy to ride, but still very visceral, very exciting. So presenting one of the most advanced scramblers in the world, the brand new Flying Flea S6.
The city.
There we go. I hope you're as excited as I am. So the brand new Flying Flea S6 is designed to explore any road in and around the city with upside-down forks, greater suspension travel, greater ground clearance, more versatile tires with aluminum spoked wheels, 19-inch in the front, 18-inch in the rear. It also has an Enduro-style seat that allows you to feel comfortable riding in the city, but still move around when you get outside of the city. And the Plus, to support that Plus in the City Plus, it has a dedicated off-road ride mode with lean angle sensing traction control lean angle sensing ABS and traction control. And for those that want to have a little bit more spirited ride, you can completely disable all rider aids for those that want to just push the limits. So I would love to bring Siddhartha and BGR back on stage to pull the covers on this amazing, brand new Flying Flea S6. Thank you.
Come. You're the face of it. Yeah? We just,
There you go. Flying Flea.
there you go. With the ticker tape.
I think it's the first time you've seen the scrolling as well.
Yeah, first time I've seen it. It's happening both sides, yeah.
So that's the Flying Flea S6. So that's the end of the presentation from Royal Enfield. Thank you very much for all your time. And people out here, and those of you who are watching online, and we have the Motoverse, which is coming on the 21st and 22nd of November. I would like to see you all there. Thank you very much. Cheers.